Hello, my dear students. Today, in your English grammar class, we will be learning about phrasal verbs. Before we proceed with the class, let us have a quick recap about what is a phrase. You all have learned previously in the beginning of the session that a phrase is a group of words that expresses an idea but does not make a complete sense. It gives unique meaning if added with other words. It does not have subject and verb combination. Whenever we write a sentence, there is a rule that the sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. The punctuation mark may be a full stop, comma, question mark, or an exclamatory mark. But in case of phrase, no such rule is applied. Now let us look at the following example for a better understanding. The first example is the young puppy chased its tail. In the sentence, the young puppy is a phrase, whereas chased is the verb. In the second sentence, the brown hat was blowing away in the air. The brown hat is a phrase and blowing is a verb. So students, here the first, it is a sentence. So the first letter of the sentence is capital and the sentence is ending with a full stop. That is a punctuation mark. So let us proceed further to know more about the phrasal verbs. Now, the term phrasal verb has been derived from two different verbs, phrase and verb. When we combine these two, we get the term phrasal verb. Now, you already know what is a phrase and you also know what is a verb. Verb are the action words, the words that express the action done by the subject is known as verb. So, when we add the definition of these two words, we come to know that a phrasal verb is a verb that is made up of a main verb together with an adverb or a preposition or both. Typically, their meaning is not obvious from the meaning of the individual words themselves. Now look at the following examples of phrasal verb. She looked like she would break down. She opened the door and looked outside. Here, break down and looked outside are the phrases which are added up with other words to give a new meaning to the sentence. Now there are 5 types of phrasal verbs: noun phrase, verb phrase, adjective phrase, adverb phrase, prepositional phrase. And we will be learning about all these types of phrases one by one in this video. Now, noun phrase. So, this term has been derived with two different words, noun and phrase. You know that noun is a name of a person, place, animal, thing. And phrase, just now I told you the definition of a phrase. It is a group of words which does not give a proper sense. So, what is a noun phrase? Noun phrase are group of words that functions like nouns. They act as subject, object or prepositional objects in a sentence. Now few examples of noun phrases are the little boy, the happy puppy, the building of the corner. So here boy, puppy and building are the nouns which are added up with few more words to make a noun phrase. Now verb phrase. A verb phrase consists of a main verb. It consists of an auxiliary or the helping verb preceding the main verb. So, it always appears before the main verb. Helping verbs may appear as is, are, were, been, have, had, has, do, did, will, etc. Few examples of verb phrase are: I go to college in the morning. She is hearing someone crying for help. As I told you that the verb phrase precedes the main verb in a sentence. So in the first sentence, go is the main verb and to is added up. So go to becomes the verb phrase. In the second sentence, is hearing is the verb phrase where hearing is the main verb and is the auxiliary verb. Is hearing is the verb phrase which is added up with few more sentences to give a entire new meaning to the sentence. Now adjective phrases. Adjectives are the describing verb. So adjective phrase is a group of words that describes a noun or a pronoun in a sentence. Adjective phrases can appear at the beginning of a sentence, at the end of a sentence, or even in the middle of the sentence. Adjective phrases can be placed before or after the noun or a pronoun in a sentence. So let's have a look at the example of adjective phrase. The first example is, my remarkable and talented brother won a scholarship. Here remarkable and talented is the adjective phrase which appears before the noun brother. The second is, the music from next door was annoyingly loud. Here annoyingly loud is the adjective phrase. Now adverbs. Adverbs add meaning to the verb. So adverb phrase is a group of words that refines the meaning of a verb, adjective or adverb. Adverb phrases modify other words by explaining why, how, where or when an action occurred. Example of adverb phrases are, the woman who lives next door is a doctor. Here next door is a adverb phrase. We must finish our project before the holidays. Here before the holidays is the adverb phrase. In the first sentence, we get the answer for the question, where does the woman live? And in the second sentence, we get the answer to the question, when we must finish our homework. So the answer which you will be getting will be the adverb phrase. So prepositional phrase is a group of words consisting of a preposition, its object and any word that modifies the object. Prepositional phrases modifies a verb or a noun in a sentence. A few examples of prepositional phrase are, the puppy at the park is so happy. So here at the park is the prepositional phrase which tells us about how the puppy is and where exactly the puppy is. In the second sentence, the girl in the middle is the best dancer. So it tells us about who is the best dancer and the exact position of the best dancer. I hope the topic of phrasal verbs is clear to you all. Thank you for watching the video and have a nice day.